Alpha for my sync.
Go ahead, give me one.
Let's go!
The training today for us is wildland firefighting. And for us, obviously, we have some local response to vegetation fires, but we're also part of the regional response team and the statewide response team. We've got one of the most robust master mutual aids anywhere in the nation, let alone internationally. So what you're now about to witness and observe is this one snippet of wildland firefighter training and the different specialized aspects within.
We've come out here to Canyon Park. We've brought some props with us to provide a sense of realism for the firefighters. And so we have some smoke canisters that we're going to release out there that'll give them an objective to aim for. We've also brought some snakes. Oftentimes when we're out in the middle of nowhere, let's say, or out in Silverado Canyon, wherever it is, we run across rattlesnakes. So situational awareness is a big thing for us to maintain our safety. The idea is that there's a well-established fire in Canyon Park. First 10 crew is going to pull up. They're going to get out. It's a timely process when we go out on wildland fires to get the proper gear on, to start pulling hose, to get all the hose off of the rig, because we're away from the fire apparatus, so we have to bring all of our tools with us out there. They'll do a progressive hose lay, which means we could end up 1,200, 1,500, 2,000 feet away from the fire engine.
Water one, water two.
One, water
Okay.
two.
You got the nozzle, I got the nozzle. Someone's gonna open the valve for me?
They'll start doing what we call flanking the fire, and they're just moving real fast, putting out the flank of the fire to try to get to the head of the fire and knock the fire out, prevent the fire's forward progress. We also carry, and it's mandatory, we do not go on wildland fires without it, we carry a fire shelter. We'd like to refer to that as a shake and bake because it looks like a tin foil wrapped around us. That is our last ditch effort to save our lives. So if we're caught in a burnover, we have that on our back, and it's mandatory to bring that with us. So if we have a wind shift, which they are going to have a wind shift today, we escape down an escape route to what we call a deployment zone, and that's where we deploy those shelters. So the captains or the lookouts or the people that are in charge of the group, they will identify where an escape route is and where a deployment zone is or where a safety zone is. This is one of those things where we call it a low frequency, high risk event, and this is one of those events.
Save the day, you guys can get out.
It's warm in there.
Yeah. Because we don't do wildland fires every day, sometimes this is a great way to knock off the cobwebs, for lack of a better term. So as we go through this, we'll identify what we can do to do better next time, or where we fell a little bit short this time, so we just improve on it. That's what training's all about. One of the big focuses of this year's drill is communications. If you look at the NIOSH reports of when people get burned over, they get hurt, one of the common themes is lack of communication. Or maybe not lack of, but a miscommunication. So we're focusing on terminology. We're focusing on using a radio that we don't use every day. It's called the BK radio, very high frequency, and we're having the troops put that to use today.
Type 1,
We hope that after watching this that you get a frontline perspective of what our personnel are trained to do and to protect the community and make it safe, and the comprehensive piece of the puzzle it is for us as an all-risk department and all the different facets, and this is just one of those facets of what we do to keep the community safe.